from the Yoruba heritage. Yes, we respect him. Yes, we acknowledge his legacy, but it is very distinct from the Yoruba heritage. When what happened between him and the elections, when he lost the elections, he never, ever, ever made it about the Yorubas. We cannot allow this to
continue. He didn't do that.
We cannot allow this to continue. We have a lot of work to do. Please, I beg of you, for every Yoruba person, genuine, forward-thinking Yoruba person that is currently on this space, and for every person that you have in your circle of influence too, please, I beg of you, we cannot allow this man to make our heritage about himself. We need to start repossessing our values back. We need to start consciously teaching our environment, our children, the society around us, like our value. We need to get back those value systems. Please, I beg of you, whatever it is you need to do, if you think that you want to join the Afenifere group, do so. If that's not your thing, that's fine too. Please, I beg of you, whatever it is you need to do, please. We cannot allow this to happen. Because at the end of the day, they say history is written by the victor. If we are not careful, in 50 years' time, when we're all dead and gone, our grandkids will be learning about Yoruba, and what will keep popping up will be Tinubu and his legacy of bigotry, his legacy of corruption. That should be him. He should bear his name and I can't even say his father's name because it's not even his father's name. He should bear that by himself. He cannot rub that disgust on us. Please, I beg of you. Beyond this election cycle, whatever it is you need to do, please, let's start doing it. This cannot become what we are known for. We can't allow that. We must not allow that. Please.
Thank you. Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you, my sister. Thank you. If there's
Darren, God bless you.
Please, the violence team behind the scene, I just want to just cut this Darren submission. I think we might have to turn this submission. We have to find a way to take it out for our Yoruba brothers and sisters out there to see and listen. Please, Tinubu, leave Yorubas alone. You do not belong to the Yorubas. You do not represent the Yorubas. You represent the devil, your father. Sorry, your son. You're the father of the devil. Now you born devil, Tinubu. The devil self, they fear you as you being papa. You do not represent this wonderful tribe. Please. Unfortunately, you have deceived a whole lot of them. Unfortunately, that you have deceived a whole lot across the country itself. I'm not going to relate it because there are so many mad, raving Igbos that support him also. Look at the people that support Tinubu across, from the north to the south, to the east to the west. They are all mad. They don't get sense for head. They don't get sense for head. They are mentally deranged patients. Please, my Yoruba brothers, I'm
just imagining our violence-based team. We go come get person like Doggy.
Hey, don't call that name there, please, don't call that name there, please. Don't call that. Somebody if you can marry a woman that is 80, he's 45 years, his wife is 88 years. We get the document. But you marry a woman with Tinubu's age mate. That's why he's fighting for Tinubu. His wife is Tinubu's age mate.
But if you ask his wife now, she has her credentials, and the wife knows her parents.
Yes, now.
That's
how we take out the wife age now. She's 88 years. Now Tinubu age mate. They celebrate birthday the same season. So please understand his pain.
Doggy wife, they give speech for Tinubu colloquium as age mates.
So please, my brothers and sisters, I beg you guys, please. I said this earlier on for you guys. I did not join, so did not meet my submission. I said this. The Igbo tribe are suffering today from the actions or inactions of 5 young men that were fighting, that young soldiers that came together and wanted to help install a Yoruba man as president, and their coup failed. And today in history, 50-something years later, the Igbos are suffering for the crimes of those people. I, a Igbo man, I know fucking know who that man be. I don't know who Kaduna Zog be. In Kaduna Zog is moving from present-day Delta State. I don't know the rest in the camp this thing. But me now, I dey suffer for mam. So understand
Meanwhile,
that
there
what
were coups that were done by northern soldiers. There
yes
is no
now all
such
the
thing
coups
as
have been
the
done. No,
northern
let's
coup,
forget
and
all
there
those
was no
other coups.
civil war taken out on the north.
Forget other coup. There's no coup that is
Okay.
Hausa coup. Even though that there are coup, all the coups the rest have been happening from the northern soldiers. They never label one Hausa coup. Let's own the Igbo one when they give us. But we are suffering for it 50 years later. In the next 50 years, the bigotry Tinubu is trying to associate with the Southwest, of which it is not you people. This is not who you people are. The bigotry and the xenophobia and the tribalism and everything he's trying to put on the region that does not represent you people will be used to judge your children. Then your children will be saying, no, but daddy, I'm not a bigot now. Daddy, I'm not a this now. Why do people hate me? Why are people saying this about me? It is because of the Yoruba tribe kept quiet and allowed one satanic evil man that do not represent you people, or is not even doing it for you people. I can go back and count things Awolowo did and say this is what Awolowo did. Over 50 years later, that is still standing, including universities. In Tinubu's reign of 20-something years, name one university Tinubu built. You cannot name one. Nothing to show that he has done for the Southwest. He does not represent you people. Thank you, Darren. Thank you for that wonderful submission.
He don't even get private university like Obasanjo. He no plan for education.
He dey under Oshodi Bridge. He dey under Oshodi Bridge. Never go there. Higher institution of Abero.
With Oluomo as VC.
First year, Aberocracy 101. Olomo na VC. Olomo is the MC. Olomo is the vice chancellor.
Yeah, Simon Ekpa go teach you terrorism.
Kabaka is the senior lecturer. Dean of terrorism, Simon Ekpa. Asari Dokubo is a senior advocate in that university.
Asari na head of Senate.
Senate president, yeah.
Now better, now you need to agree with this.
What FFK? FFK na the dean of
FFK na assistant graduate lecturer.
No, he go be dean.
FFK na gate man.
Another guy go be HOD, Department of Bigotry.
No, Bayo Nanuga na that department where they cut tree and grass for school. You know, say now them they make noise pass, now they support VC pass. The only thing they just allow him once in a while to come to staff club. They will allow him come to staff club, but now he be head of forestry department. Last two now. You know those people every university get typist pool. Last two now head of those typists. Go there, go pay 10 and 15 and they will type all your assignment for you. See, now them they make noise pass, but when the comes to become, nobody go use them do anything important. Try and understand that they give Ngige post way high pass last two's post. Last two's will be sand. Do you get upon all the mouth? They still go give Ngige post way high pass last two's.
Let's keep it going. Guys, please, thank you. All right, let me bring in my brother, Dr. Good evening, Doctor. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good evening, boss. Good evening, October, Francis, and everybody. Jimmy, you're welcome. Good evening. Tesca, good evening. Well, I'm so happy with this space because these are one of the things that people like us have been fighting against and trying to remind our guys that whatever is happening currently is not what it does not represent the Yoruba people. And I even want to say that if you are very conversant, people may be afraid to say it, but the truth is, it's still more of particular set of religion. In as much as I don't want to be very, very decisive, I'm very, very open about it. People need to understand that APC is a terrorist organization. APC is the greatest problem that ever happened to Nigeria since I was born. That is the reality. And Tinubu has successfully placed that sentiment to the gullible ones among the Yorubas. This is not about whether I'm a typical Yoruba boy. But the point here is, Tinubu does not represent us. Even, because I'm finding it difficult to crack my head and understand what is the crime of Nigerians? Why Tinubu, for crying out loud? The moment I saw the thread of FFK saying the Southwest will align with the North is the day I knew that, yes, we are in total shambles. And I want to tell you one thing, I said it in another space. My own belief, what the next agenda will be this. They will organize some people, they will put hip-hop clothes on them, and they will ask them to be parading Lagos. That is going to be the next idea. They will do maybe on Oshodi or one place we are hip-hop, we are going everybody shut down. I'm telling you, because these people are backed by state actors. So definitely they will have the fee day. Then they will do what? That is the next propaganda. Because there is no way a son will come to China's TV and be saying with so much confidence that propaganda for propaganda. What does that tell you? Seriously, we need to change that narrative, because the point here is either Obi is declared outright winner, or the worst thing they can get, which is APC, is to have a rerun. And what they are trying to do is what they did is GGRV in such a way that they will have polluted a lot of people in terms of when it comes to maybe rerun, and they will not play that tribal card, because that is the only thing that is remaining. Look at Shehu Oyalawo. What is his name? Shehu Oyalawo went to Channel Politics yesterday. I cannot finish that. I cannot finish watching that guy. 90% of what the guy was saying was about Peter Obi. And what is the crime? He said, look at Atiku. Atiku has become very silent, but Peter Obi is still going out, giving the people confidence, saying this and that. He's still feeling as if he's the president. He's supposed to calm down. He's supposed to be quiet. He's supposed to... Why? Why? Peter Obi is acting the way he's supposed to have, but because there is kind of unnecessary hatred they have towards this man. And they cannot understand. You are the most unpopular president in this country. How will you be giving me 3 minutes, 3 seconds video? I keep on saying it. If you have Cadorena syndrome, both heart and kidney, you should be able to walk for 3 seconds. So you can be using that one to do or to prove as a sign of proof of life for me. Why? So if you are, one thing you have to know is that the fight we are fighting is not about whether we are Yorubas. It's even about the South. And I'm ashamed. I don't know how the governor of Mboy State, all those APC apologists in the Southeast and South, how they are feeling with this kind of tribal sentiment these guys are playing along. Because you can't tell me somebody, why must it be an able man that are going to use for that kind of plane hijack? And how will you hijack a plane when there is no weapon on you, you don't have gun, you don't have knife, you are shouting obedient, and the plane was not even flying. The plane was already. Even when you want to hijack plane, you hijack plane when you're already on. I don't understand. Do they think we are
Obedience don't even shout obedience. That's how you know from the beginning. Obedience, we don't even shout obedience.
Like say that court today, you court, they attack you. Begin to shout, hey, my man, want to show for you. Oh, these people, they're very stupid, right?
Make obedience where the plane can't get up, hold all the army people.
Fall out.
Obedience.
Otumba go show, Ensis go show, Jimmy go show with cutlass.
I go begin hope police.
Up?
We go begin support hijacker of the same plane where we do.
Those guys are stupid. Because you want to play that, at least supposed to be like 20 people. At least those 20 people will now stand up and now form. You didn't even plan such. I mean, they are dumb. Then if you want to hijack plane, are you going to hijack plane that is stationary? Is that how they hijack plane? Then you see local flight and you are going to hijack.
Now local Nigerian flight, now you go hijack.
And
local flight.
And then look at the plane they are even hijacking. It's a plane that is flying from Abuja to Lagos. Abuja to Lagos. Not as if the plane is flying from Abuja to Kano. Why is it Lagos? Why Lagos? Why Lagos? Just to let you know that all this thing is just foolish. They are so dumb. That is my own. And I'm happy that obedient. We are trying. We are fighting 2 monsters. And unfortunately, PDP said they have already accepted defeat, because that is why Ayo will be opening space and be naming it obedient something. I don't know how somebody can be so dumb to that extent. So we are fighting 2 monsters, and we are. It's not.
Dr. Lu, it seems you didn't get the memo. Ayo's new name is Old Roger. Old Roger is dead and gone to his grave.
Gone to his grave. If you don't get waiting to space, no open space. It's not by force to space. Imagine Ayo, you the APC chituna, riguna, according to now they cut with APC. But Ayo go open space, carry APC members, put for co-host.
is what I'm trying to say, because we are actually choking two people, two entities. So the point here is we need to remain focused. The distraction is going to come, and I don't know I agree with what NC says. The highest thing that could be maybe to bomb a particular place, and by the time they want to bomb it, they just say Chinedu, give me matches, Chinedu on obedient. They will just bomb. They not say it's obedient people, because that's the next thing they're likely to do. Most of those, how can you explain to me that all the market that is being burnt in Lagos are Igbo market? How is it happening? And all those markets were being burnt successively within 3 weeks. One in Olowu market, one in Balogun market, one in... Why? How?
Don't you say, do you know how stupid they are? Right now, they need revenue. And these people are so daft that they will go and attack the places that actually pay taxes, where their revenue actually comes from. Man, I don't know.
These guys are dumb. Do you know how much Lagos State is owing? Lagos State is owing 1.3 trillion. 1.3, they have the 1.3 trillion. That is what Lagos State is owing. And yet, there is nothing to show for it. You do a blue light rain now, everything, nobody's saying about blue light rain any longer. No bridge. No, apart from 3rd million bridge, is there any 4th million bridge that we can? So a lot of things, to me, I don't really want to be talking about the problem. Everybody on this space, I believe we are obedient. You know 90% of the problem of APC. You know our current situation. The pounds now is about 1 to 900, 920 naira. That is 1 pound to 920 naira. If you want to come and school in, one of my friends that got admission to the University of Manchester, not only that, you have to pay in full, because the number of people applying to come to the UK is too much. So the only way to reduce people now is to pay in full. You can ask anybody, University of Bolton. So then that thing is going to generate from this September. You can't just come with, maybe you pay £3,000 and say you come and work and use your work and pay. No, because they have too much applicants. By the time you say, so we are actually playing, and now you have a narcotic, I rebuke it anyway. You have an incoming narcotic president. So how do you think we are going to cope? So I'm not ready to talk about the adversity, the problem. Everybody knows that. My own message is to continue. Anytime you make 1 or 2 conversations with people on the street, remind them the five agenda that is in that election tribunal. We have a president-elect that has drug case, certificate forgery. He did not win 25% of FCT. Shettima is a double applicant. The fact that election, they did not follow electoral guideline, and the fact that we were rigged out. Any small conversation, anywhere you find yourself, remind people, let people be sensitized. Because that's the last thing. And tell them let them realize that the only hope we have now is tribunal. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't have been this worried if these 2 cases, the one with Opus Odima and Senate President, did not happen. I would have at least probably would have been taken aback and probably relaxed. That's the greatest red flags. So guys, we need to please remain focused. At this stage, if you are obedient from any tribe and you think Tinubu is a Yoruba agenda, that means you are not serious. Even the so-called APC, the true APC people knows that they are ashamed. If you are a very sensible APC, not APC like Ogbeni Dipo. Look at Ogbeni Dipo tweet, very useless guy. This guy lives in Sheffield. He make a tweet and say that, look at them, they want to hijack. If you are living in the UK, is it possible for somebody to hijack a plane without a gun, without a knife, without anything? And is hijacking a plane that is stationary, not a plane that's stationary, a local flight. How is that possible? And the next thing is shouting obedient. What kind of nonsense is that?
They just found out that VC.
And you just kept quiet, quickly want to spread the rumor. See, we guys, you are doing protest for people to congratulate you. How is that possible? You are doing a protest so that people can congratulate you. I don't understand. You do protest when you are not happy. Why must I be protesting is it possible? It's like you cheat. If you do an exam and you fail, you cheated. If nobody knows, you will be happy. But you cheat. And you are expecting the school authority to give or the community to give you an accolade when everyone knows that you cheat. You cannot enjoy that. You don't enjoy that feature now. That is the problem. You not only you cheat, you slap people. It's like armed robber comes to your house, steal your belonging, and he's expecting you to be saying Saran Kadede. How is that possible? So please, if you are here, please, I want you guys to know that we are not, Tinubu does not represent me. I have never supported Tinubu. My parents has never supported AD right from 1989. Till 2003, I'm from Osun State. It's not possible. So Tinubu does not represent the Yoruba people. People need to get that thing into their thick skull. They need to know that Tinubu is just a devil. That is just the summary. Because there is no way you will be telling me that.
Dr. Lu, as you wrap up here, I want to just say this here. You know, it is good we have platforms like this and we say this. It is easy. Look at what they are using trying to use IPOP to rope in the Southeasterners. So I, on my own, I have to always come out and say it. IPOP does not represent me. IPOP does not, and whether you like it or not, plenty people know. But it's a narrative that is being pushed. So right now, we are doing this because we have to let voices, strong voices, our Yoruba brothers come out and say it with their mouth. Tinubu does not represent the Yoruba nation. And it should be a consistent stuff, saying it, tweeting it, making it online. There's a tweet of one of our sisters on the platform that just made a very powerful tweet of, let me find that tweet and put it up on the Jumbotron so people can see. She said, Tinubu, please leave the Yoruba race alone. We are not tribalistic or xenophobic people. You do not represent the Yoruba tribe. You are a thief and criminal. Hashtag Tinubu, leave Yorubas alone. This is a very powerful, this is what we need out there. So